That's why they generally don't have trouble selling their seats here at Martinsville. There's a lot of action around this racetrack, and plenty more to come in the final 74 laps. Marty?
Well, and Tony Glover's used his opposite strategy all day long. You've got Sterling in the lead, 75 to go. Can he stay there?
Well, I don't know. The Coors Light Dodge has been really good today, and the guys have had a good job, or good day on pit road. So I'd rather be first without tires than be 15th with tires. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll make the right adjustment. We'll find out.
Matt?
Jim Long, you got your man up to second. Does he have enough car to win this thing?
I don't know. If we can break away from this lap traffic, get a good restart here, and get away, we may have a shot at the 40 car. We're equal on tires with the 40. Probably one we're worried about is Jimmy behind us. Got a little bit better tires than we do, but we'll see. Got a good restart last time. We'll see what happens this time.
39 laps difference on the tires between Jimmy Johnson, Terry Labonte.
Well, it looks like they got a pretty good restart, so they clear the lap car.
And Jimmy Johnson doesn't, so that's going to be 2 or 3 tenths of a second.
Now Jimmy Johnson sets his sights on his teammate.
But Tony Glover said something very interesting. I think I'd rather be in front with no tires than 15th with tires, so we'll see. Sterling Marlin is almost assured of a good finish here.
Check this out for 8th place. Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch. After what we saw for most of the day, who'd have thought Gordon had been racing his championship rival for a spot in the final laps?
Not me, and we see Kevin Harvick, the 29 car, who's been so fast today.
Oh, hang on.
Kurt Busch, the points leader, gets a bump from behind, almost loses control. He does lose a position.
That was a good job saving that race car. He had it sideways for a long time.
May lose another position to Jamie McMurray in 42. Kurt Busch is where you don't want to be, on the outside.
2nd place, here comes Jimmy Johnson. Around Terry Labonte. With 70 now, 3 laps to go. 73. Dale Earnhardt Jr. just back out of the garage after repairs to his pinion gear and coming back up to speed. He's in 32nd place, 13 laps down.
Tell you what, that's pretty good to change a gear and drive shaft in 13 laps. I'm impressed.
Kyle Busch is not very happy, I don't think, with Jeff Gordon right there, because I believe Jeff was the one who got him sideways.
That'd be Kurt, by the way.
I mean, yeah.
One of those Busch boys.
You did the Busch race yesterday.
I know. Okay. But anyway, Kurt had his arm out the window, just waving to Jeff, saying, I don't think I appreciated that.
What's up with that? Ryan Newman, he's got it going here by Kevin Harvick.
This is unbelievable. I would have thought that Harvick would be the class of these cars, but here he's getting past.
So that's Newman to 7th. And Harvick fading. How about Ryan Newman, Marty?
Hey, he's got a really good car, Alan. It just takes a little bit for it to come in, and they're very good the longer they run. So if this stays green, that should play to Ryan Newman's hands. He can probably pass a few more people.
Oh, Jeff Gordon just body slams Kevin Harvick. Getting into turn 1. Takes the spot.
Oh, let's see what's going to happen when he gets back to him.
I think so. Didn't get back to him.
Didn't quite get back there.
Is there weather in the area we're hearing? That could add a little urgency, huh?
I thought I saw some sprinkles on the camera just a moment ago.
By the way, let me just update the Dale Jr. thing. He's 17 laps down, 33rd place. Not much difference, the 4 laps in the 1 position, but just got the old computer update. Now, it's getting hot up front.
Yeah. Sterling is praying for it to rain right now.
Meanwhile, back in the 4th position, Rusty Wallace is trying to get by Cherry Labonte. There he is. Matt, they got a chance?
BP on their last stop. The only adjustment, they pulled on the left front fender a little cosmetic damage, rubbing up against somebody. 4 tires, no changes. He said, if I can just get some help with the lap traffic, I've got a car that can definitely go to the front. Roger Penske on the radio just told him nice work as he moved around the 5. He's telling him keep it nice and smooth. You've got time.
Yeah, he's got open racetrack now. He can see if he can run these guys down.
Jimmy Johnson all over Sterling Marlin for the lead. Johnson in 48, Marlin in 40.
And we see the raindrops on the camera lens. Can he get in front before it rains?
Here he comes. Got that inside lane.
I think Sterling's in trouble.
Yep. Tires.
Jimmy Johnson to the race.
Oh, and Jimmy goes in a little bit too hard and gets the car a little bit sideways, but Sterling really gave him a break there.
So with 60 laps to go, Johnson goes to the point, trying to make it back-to-back wins after taking the victory last Saturday night in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now the question is, can Rusty Wallace get to and through Sterling Marlin and catch up to challenge Jimmy Johnson? And what's the weather going to do? And will there be another caution? And.
Well, Rusty is definitely catching Sterling right now. But now that Jimmy Johnson is out front, he may just drive away. That clean air, real important here. Or, you know, a lot of places you would think, like you talked about earlier, BP, that make a big difference here in Martinsville, but it does.
I guess 117 miles per hour is fast enough for aerodynamics to play a part, as we see Kurt Busch going by the 43 car. The 42 also, Jamie McMurray went by 43. They're up in, what, 7th and 8th now?
Yeah, and just remember, Jeff Green just took the 2 tires on his last stop. But still, for the Petty team and the struggles they've had, it's been quite a day for Jeff Green. And for 5th place, Rocket Man's rolling.
Goes by the 19 of Jeremy Mayfield.
Now he's got some lap cars he needs to get by before he gets to Terry Labonte.
Into the final laps at Martinsville in the Subway 500. NASCAR on NBC. As soon as NASCAR is done, don't miss the U.S. Open of Supercross. As Ricky Carmichael, coming off an undefeated AMA motocross season, takes to the track. It's the U.S. Open of Supercross right after NASCAR on NBC.
And Rusty Wallace just drives to the inside of Sterling Marlin, takes over that 2nd spot. Can he run down the 48 of Jimmy Johnson? He's close.
Jamie McMurray still moving through traffic with Kurt Busch in tow.
Jamie's opening the door and Kurt's walking in.
At 6th place, McMurray took from Mayfield. And now Kurt.
These guys have a sense of urgency now. Not only is the race winding down, but the weather has got them all thinking.
You see raindrops, you know it can end at any moment.
I'll tell you what, guys, Rusty Wallace is catching Johnson. It's just little bits at a time, but he's catching him. Look at those brake rotors glowing on Rusty's car. Matty's trying all he can.
Rusty Wallace can see the leader, but it's what he saw last night that's had him smiling for the last 18 hours. He's been on cloud nine. He saw his son Steven's big win last night in his UARA finale at Coastal Plains Speedway in Washington, North Carolina. He won from the pole after setting a new track record, and he led every lap. And we've got a spin on the race.
One of the championship chasers, Elliott Sadler's gone around in turn 3.
Is he stuck? There is some mud there. I walked by there this morning.
Oh, he's going to lose a lap, though.
He lost a lap.
Boy, trying to get these cars. If you stall these cars when they're hot, it's hard to get them refired.
Now, I understand the rule. He was the first car a lap down, but since he caused the caution flag, he can't be the lucky dog, right?
Right.
What happened to Elliott Sadler?
He tried to keep him hitting the 31 car, I believe, and spinning him out. Well, actually, he did hit the 31 car, but he tried to pull away from him, and that's when he spun out himself.
So back to 26th place for Elliott Sadler.
See exactly what happened.
And those rotors on Elliott's car is red, aren't they?
Yeah. Almost caught Michael Waltrip, too. He's on board, Michael.
Carl Edwards.
Yeah, Carl Edwards. See how close he is to the wreck. Go high, Carl. Good move.
So not going to be a day of hometown glory for Emporia, Virginia's Elliott Sadler. as he's going to take a hit in the championship standings with this finish.
All right, now what do you do?
I'm not coming in.
I think we've seen the last of these cars pit. I think Glover was right. He'd rather be third with no tires than 15th and tires.
Jeff Gordon's back in 11th, but that's 11 out of 25 on the lead lap. So you just, with the championship being what it is, he can't give up that track position to take tires and try and get a better finish in the race.
Stewart's going to come in. Labonte's going to come in.
Yeah, Stewart was back in 16th.
Yeah.
We'll see. Caution flag is out. Inside, 50 laps to go at Martinsville. Elliott Sadler in the spin cycle in turn 4.